Did you know, out of 5 billion mobile phones in the world, over 1 billion are smartphones? 90% of smartphones or tablet users use their device on a daily basis, and over 84% of their time is browsing the internet. 1/2 of all local searches are performed on mobile devices. QR codes provide more product information than traditional barcodes. On average, Americans spend 2.7 hours per day socializing on their mobile device. That's over twice the amount of time they spend eating and over 1/3 of the time they spend sleeping each day. 91% of mobile internet access is used to socialize, compared to 79% on desktops. Women ages 35 to 54 are the most attractive group in mobile socialization. More and more people are beginning to use the internet from their mobile phones, and it is estimated by trade analysts that if smartphone transactions linger at their existing speed, then the number of users logging onto the internet from a cell phone will surpass desktop internet users by 2015. Though most smartphones can access the internet, most websites just aren't intended for mobile phones. Besides being easier to use, smartphones are less expensive than personal computers. Lower costs tend to lead to higher adoption. In developing nations, the growing availability and falling cost of mobile network coverage means far greater percentage of the world's low income have access to computing devices for the first time. From an independent survey of one of NRHA's communities, roughly 70% of low-income residents own and use smartphones. Your website is the most cost-effective way to reach out to residents, citizens, and stakeholders 24/7. Everyone is familiar with the desktop view or normal view of a website. It's the layout style that works best on a full-size computer screen. So what is a mobile-friendly website? A mobile-friendly website is a site that has been developed to display well on a mobile device such as a smartphone or a tablet. Non-mobile-friendly sites can hurt a company's reputation. A site that's not designed for mobile can leave users feeling downright frustrated, and these negative reactions translate directly to the brand. A study found that 96% of consumers have encountered sites that weren't mobile-friendly. 48% reported feeling frustrated and annoyed. 61% of users said that if they didn't find what they were looking for right away on a mobile site, they'd quickly move on to another site. 50% of people said that even if they like a business, they will use them less often if the website isn't mobile-friendly. Customers expect a great browsing experience, regardless of what device they use. So, have you tried viewing your site on a smartphone? How is your site being perceived? What does the design look like on a smaller screen? What kind of interaction can you offer to your visitor? When it comes to reaching and engaging smartphone users, there are quite a few options to wade through. Let's visit the NRHA website, who currently isn't mobile-friendly. Now let's take a look at the same site on a mobile phone. As you can see, the user experience has changed. Parts of the navigation are no longer visible. Yes, Apple has made it easy to scroll through their multi-touch screen. But not everyone will know to explore, or not everyone will bother. And not everyone has an iPhone 5. It's even worse on earlier models. In this non-mobile-friendly website example, there's too much text, it's hard to navigate, the menu is too small, and it's difficult to tap the links. Many thanks to NRHA for allowing us to use them as an example. NRHA plans to optimize their website in the next year. Now let's visit the Norfolk Redevelopment and Housing Authority website on your mobile phone. As you can see, our mobile-friendly website is easy to navigate, get info, register, and apply for jobs. Through analytics, we determined the following links are the most visited by our mobile users: NRHA in the news, rental properties, choice voucher, for sale, Contact Us, News Releases, Assisted Rental, Resident Services, and Job Postings. So, what are some of the multi-device implementation options? Our first option is the mobile theme website design. This is a mobile version of its website, which detects if the user is on a smartphone. Then it will direct the user to the mobile-friendly version of the website. It's smaller and fast-loading because it loads fewer pictures and graphics, and it only displays the most important information. IBM is a great example of this option. IBM's mobile-friendly site has a simplified look, and it's only displaying the necessary content. Option 2 is a responsive website design. Responsive Website Design, or RWD, detects the visitor's screen size and orientation and changes the layout accordingly. No matter what device these users are accessing on your site, the design will cater to them. The benefits of using responsive website design are the ease of reading, easy navigation, big picture graphics displaying well on small screens, quick loading, and no pinch or zooming needed. With today's users experiencing almost every website on a variety of devices, it's become more and more important to adapt your site for optimized performance on smartphones, tablets, and PCs. Our multi-device world is changing the way we look at website design. Branding agency 3 Waves Media is a great example of a responsive website design. If you view the 3 Waves Media website from a web browser on a PC, the design fluidly adapts to work comfortably on a reduced size screen. This site is more simplified while still maintaining the look and feel. Native apps is another option. These applications are specifically designed to run a certain device's operating system and typically need updates or adaptations to work properly for different devices. Nothing beats native applications for customized and memorable mobile experiences, but this carries a big price tag. Native applications require maintaining code in as many as 4 different languages. Web apps is our last option. Each time one of these applications run, it needs to have all or some of the software downloaded from the web. The type of device doesn't matter, as long as it's a web-capable mobile or tablet. Facebook is a great example. Their web app is very similar to the native app. The difference is the web app doesn't need to have any software installed, and the content displays in the web browser. Groupon is another great example. These web apps require internet access to provide up-to-date information. This option is a time-consuming process that carries high development fees. Is it worth the investment to your organization? Probably not. In most cases, a properly formatted version of your website will do the trick. So, what option did we choose for NRHA? We chose the mobile theme website design. Using analytics, we were able to see an increase in mobile traffic and determine which content-rich pages were getting the highest amount of visits. Okay, let's get techie. Optimizing NRHA for mobile was a relatively easy task because our website was developed on an advanced content management system called Drupal. Drupal's mobile theme option is ideal for content-rich websites like ours. Drupal makes it easy to update content, create roles and permissions, and expand our own site's functionality through contributed modules. We found a group of modules called Mobile Tools, which provides theme switching based on the device that the user is on. We created a design and layout for the mobile version of our site and removed elements that were not needed, focusing on how a mobile user would use our site. Notice the phone number is only 1 tap away. Our mobile site uses the same content as our desktop site, but it's smaller, faster, contains fewer pictures and graphics, and only displays the most important information. When creating a mobile-friendly site, there are a few tips to keep in mind. A website must be formatted for a smartphone screen to be legible and navigable. Don't turn off your audience with slow downloads, uneven text, and unworkable links. There are also things to avoid as far as common mistakes in mobile user experiences. Limited content. Tailor your content, don't cripple it. Your customers will want to see an experience built around the device they use, but they still want a complete experience, rather than simply removing content from your desktop site. An optimized website provides fast and seamless access to information at the tip of the client's fingers. There may be some elements on your desktop site that are not needed or are overkill for someone who is accessing the site on a mobile device. So avoid too many options that might not be relevant to someone who is on the go. Pop-ups. Pop-ups feel invasive and disruptive and are generally considered bad user experience. Instead, we recommend using a simple banner that is small yet still appealing to the eye. Unplayable videos. Many videos aren't playable on smartphones, and even some tablets. Load speed. It's common knowledge that faster sites make for better user experience, and mobile sites are no exception. Other things to keep in mind when planning a mobile-friendly site: font sizes, button sizes, image sizes, call to action placement, non-collapsible navigation, and complex layouts. So, before you get started, determine what works best for you. Test your current site. When you have a clear picture of what a smartphone user is looking for in your site and how that differs from the needs of a visitor on a computer or a tablet, you can prioritize. You might find that prioritizing specific content on the mobile version of your site will improve. The goal here is to tailor the focus of your mobile website for specific audiences, rather than simply offering a stripped-down version of your standard website. Keeping the user in mind when designing device-specific content is key to crafting a positive experience for your customers. Then, measure, analyze, and iterate. You will likely not hit the jackpot right from the start. It may take several iterations and some trial and error to optimize your site. Successful websites have always measured user behavior to optimize content and improve user engagement, and the same principle applies to multi-device websites. You can measure user behavior by using Google Analytics. For example, through Google Analytics, you learn where visitors are coming from, which pages retain visitors the longest, what search terms people use to find your site, and much more. Most successful businesses and multi-device websites analyze interactions across devices and continuously improve their website presence. By doing the same, you show your customers that you understand their needs and are working to meet them. Next, consider your budget and your multi-device implementation options, which are mobile theme design, responsive website design, native application, and/or web application. We've come up with a list of resources that can help you optimize your business's website for seamless functionality across all devices. Here are a few media agencies that can help you become mobile friendly. 3 Waves Media is a branding agency based in Hampton Roads, Virginia, that specializes in web and print design as well as branding. 3 Waves Media will make sure your site is in the hands of the mobile generation. Mobify can adapt any website for mobile devices, smartphones, tablets, and more. Mobify can help businesses solve the complex challenges of today's multi-device web by providing tools and APIs for launching fast, responsive websites. Finally, MoveWeb's platform can leverage your website and get the multi-screen mobile experience you want. Always remember your customers. What do they want and how can you help them? First, they want to find you and to quickly understand what you have to offer. You can already provide excellent customer service just by having a mobile-friendly website that is there for people at the moment they need it.